ladies and gentlemen, it is me, CNW 1015, and welcome to episode 10 of Locomotives in Review. In today's episode of Locomotives in Review, we are going to be taking a look at New York Central number 2933. So without further ado, let's jump right into this. The 2933 was built in 1929 by the American Locomotive Company. On any other railroad in the United States, this locomotive would be known as a 482 mountain type. However, the New York Central was special, and so they decided to call their 482s Mohawks, which would be named after the Mohawk River, which is the river that the New York Central's water level route would follow through most of upstate New York. The 2933 was originally built for the Cleveland, Cincinnati, Chicago, and St. Louis Railroad, better known as the Big Four route. The locomotive was originally numbered 6233 before it was transferred to the New York Central in 1936. After the engine was renumbered on the New York Central, it was put into heavy freight service and operated on the New York Central until 1955 when it was retired. After the engine's retirement, it was used as a stationary boiler throughout the late 50s and into the early 60s. In 1962, after the locomotive was done being used as a stationary boiler, the engine would be donated via much convincing to the National Museum of Transportation in St. Louis, which makes the 2933 the only steam locomotive to be directly donated by the New York Central to anyone. There's also a story of New York Central employees hiding the 2933 in the back shops behind some boxes at the yards at Selkirk, New York. However, it is unknown how much truth there is to this story. Now to go on to the engine statistics. The engine has a wheel arrangement of 482. She was built in 1929 by Alco. The locomotive weighs approximately 184 tons with a driver diameter of 67 inches. The locomotive has a tractive effort of 60,620 pounds and has a maximum PSI of 225. Today, the 2933 is still on display at the National Museum of Transportation. The locomotive is in great cosmetic condition as it has undergone a recent cosmetic restoration at the museum in 2017. The locomotive is now kept underneath the Roberts Building just to the rear of Santa Fe 5011 to keep the engine in good condition and out of the weather. The 2933 is only one of two surviving New York Central Mohawks, the other of which being New York Central number 3001, which has been preserved in Elkhart, Indiana, and is only one of a few locomotives that survived off the New York Central in its entirety. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have enjoyed this episode of Locomotives in Review. If you liked the video, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe to the channel for more great content like this, and don't forget to leave a comment below, and don't forget to leave a future suggestion for Locomotives in Review. If I see a locomotive in the comments, I will, to the best of my abilities, try to make it happen at some point. If you do want to see a locomotive done, Locomotives in Review, anywhere, any locomotive at the Museum of Transportation, I'd say is fair game. In St. Louis, of course, but again, so yeah, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, leave a like, leave a comment, etc., etc. That's all I have to say. This is CNW 1015 signing off. Have a wonderful rest of your day.